why $130,000 is the new poor, and what that really means. You make $130,000 a year, and somehow, it still doesn't feel like enough. You're not broke. You're not struggling like you were years ago. But at the same time, you're not relaxed either. You still check your bank account. You still hesitate before big purchases. You still feel like one bad month could mess everything up. And the weirdest part, you thought this income would solve everything, but it didn't. So what's going on? At some point, most people pick a number in their head. Once I make 6 figures, I'll be good. And $130,000? That used to be more than good. That was success, but today, it feels average. Not because you're doing something wrong, but because the game changed. Housing got more expensive, food got more expensive, healthcare, insurance, taxes, everything quietly crept up. So now, $130,000 doesn't give you freedom. It gives you breathing room, and even that feels tight sometimes. Here's where it gets deeper. As your income grows, your life grows with it. You move to a better place. You upgrade your car. You eat out more. You travel a little. Not in a crazy way, just enough to feel like you're progressing, but slowly. Your baseline shifts. What used to feel like a luxury becomes normal. And what used to feel normal now feels like a downgrade. So even though you're earning more, you don't feel richer. You just feel adjusted. There's also something nobody talks about. The pressure that comes with earning more. At $130,000, people expect things from you. You're the successful one, the one who figured it out. So now you feel like you can't mess up, you can't go backwards, you have to keep it going. And that creates a different kind of stress. Not survival stress, but maintenance stress. You're no longer chasing success, you're trying not to lose it. So when people say, $130,000 is the new poor, they don't mean actual poverty, they mean this feeling. You're doing well, but not safe. You're stable, but not free. You can afford your life, but you can't easily escape it. You're stuck in this middle space where you've outgrown struggle, but haven't reached peace. And that gap, that's what feels uncomfortable. Here's the part most people don't want to hear. The issue isn't just how much you make, it's how your life is structured around what you make. If your expenses rise with your income, you'll always feel stuck. If your identity is tied to your income, you'll always feel pressure. And if your happiness depends on the next level, you'll never actually arrive. Because there's always another level. So what does fix this? Not a magical salary, not a sudden breakthrough. It's smaller, but more powerful shifts. 1. Lower the pressure, not just raise the income. Instead of asking, how can I earn more? Ask, how can I need less? Not in a restrictive way, but in a freeing way. Because the less your life demands, the more control you have. 2. Separate lifestyle from identity. You are not your job. You are not your salary. You are not your spending level. When those things get mixed together, every financial change feels personal, and that's exhausting. 3. Build margin, not just income. Most people chase higher numbers, but what actually creates peace is margin. Money left over, time left over, energy left over. That's what makes you feel secure and not just a big paycheck. 4. Redefine what rich means. For some people, rich means no debt, low stress, control over your time. For others, it means more, more, more. But if you never define it for yourself, you'll keep chasing someone else's version. And that chase never ends. Here's the truth most people discover too late. You don't feel rich when you hit a number. You feel rich when your life feels light, when your expenses don't trap you, when your time isn't controlled, when your mind isn't constantly calculating. That feeling doesn't come from income alone. It comes from how you build your life around it. If you're making around $130,000, you're not failing, you're not behind. You're just at a level where the problems change. And that's important to understand, because if you misread this moment, you'll think the answer is just work harder, earn more, push further. But sometimes, the smarter move is to pause and redesign. So here's the takeaway. $130,000 isn't poor. but it also isn't the finish line people think it is. If your lifestyle grows too fast, if your pressure grows with your income, if your identity depends on your success, you'll still feel stuck. So instead of chasing the next number, try something different. This week, just one thing. Look at your life and ask, what can I simplify? Not everything, just one thing, one expense, one habit, one pressure you don't actually need. Start there. Because real progress isn't always about adding more. Sometimes it's about finally needing less. And that's where freedom starts.